What's up, you guys? So I am back with a new video. I finally have access to Porsha's divorce documents. In the past, my access was cut off. I was not able to access the actual court records. So I've been covering the story based on the headlines, the media headlines, but I wasn't able to access the documents until today. I'm finally able to access the documents. So we're going to get into it today. Today is going to be Porsha and Simon's day in court. I'm dropping tea from the divorce every hour on their hour now that I can actually see their divorce documents and I can see what sticks out to me. Like, I don't just have to go by the headlines that are in page 6 or radar online. There's a lot more to this. There's a lot more tea that hasn't been spilled about her divorce. So we're going to get into it today. But I want to start off with this. We're going to kind of work our way backwards. Like I said, I'm going to do a video every hour on the hour, but we're going to work our way backwards. In the latest court documents regarding the divorce between Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia, Porsha has accused Simon of changing the locks on their home and changing the garage code to ruin PJ's birthday party. PJ's birthday party was supposed to be at the house, the marital home. It was supposed to be at their home. And Portia's saying in these most recent court documents that she realized the reason Simon changed the locks was because he was trying to ruin PJ's birthday party. I know it sounds crazy, but this is what it is. This is what it says in the court documents. And it's making me look at Simon in a whole other light. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and everyone click the thumbs up button. All right, you guys. So I mentioned in yesterday's video, I mentioned that Simon had changed the locks. Simon changed the locks on their home. And so this is Portia's response. It was filed on March 22nd, just 5 days ago. This is her response to him changing the locks on their home because she wants to be able to access the home because in their prenuptial agreement, it says in the event of a divorce, it says that Simon will vacate the home and Porsha will take possession of the home until they sell it or do whatever they're going to do with it. And so this is her response to him changing the locks. She filed a request for immediate and emergency relief. It says, comes now Porsha Diane Williams, petitioner in the above styled case, and through Randall M. Kessler and Kessler and Soleimani, files this request for immediate and emergency relief, respectfully showing this honorable court as follows. Number one, this is an immediate, like it's an urgent request. Wife seeks immediate and emergency relief to address husband's actions of improperly and impermissibly removing wife from the marital residence. And this is contrary to the parties' prenuptial agreement and contrary to Georgia law. Even though husband is apparently out of the country, y'all see on his social media, it says he's in Dubai. That's what it says, girl. It says he's in Dubai. But it says, even though husband is apparently out of the country in Dubai, he has changed the locks and the garage codes multiple times to thwart wife's attempt to access her home, seemingly to simply be vindictive and retaliatory for wanting to divorce him. So basically, just because Porsha wants a divorce, he's changed the locks on the home and he's changed the garage code so that Porsha cannot access the home. So Porsha says the parties have occupied the marital residence since prior to getting married on or about November 25th, 2022. And the parties' prenuptial agreement dated November 11, 22, which was drafted by a husband's counsel. And this is a quote from their prenup. It says, upon an evident dissolution, so upon divorce, Porsha, capital Porsha, shall have the right to remain in and occupy the marital residence up to the date the marital residence is sold, if the marital residence is sold. Simon shall physically vacate, i.e., cease living in the marital residence within 30 days, provided, however, Simon shall be permitted to leave his personal property, for example, his vehicles, in the marital residence for a period of up to 6 months in the event of their divorce. And so if you look at Porsha's divorce request, her divorce filing was filed February 22nd, 2024. And so she's making this request for her to access the home exactly 1 month later on March 22nd, 2024, because in their prenuptial agreement, it says in the event that they get divorced, that she's going to have access to the home. So she says on March 15th, 2024, husband sent correspondence to wife wherein husband advised he had no intention to contest the enforceability of the prenup and that he expected strict compliance. So he's saying on March 15th, he's saying that they're going to strictly comply with the prenup. Now, y'all keep that in mind. That's March 15th. That's what Simon is saying, that they're going to strictly comply with the prenup. And he acknowledged his need to vacate the marital residence by March 22nd. So basically, he's saying within a week, he is going to move out per their prenuptial agreement. Now, husband requested an extension to vacate the marital residence by March 31st, 2024. And so he wants to extend it almost 10 days. He wants to extend the move out date from the 22nd to the 31st. However, Porsha and her legal counsel denied his request to basically amend the prenuptial agreement. The prenuptial agreement says he has to move out within 30 days. He's like, let's make it 40. Let's make it 40 days. March 31st, I'll move out. But Porsha denied it. On March 19th, 2024, wife's counsel sent correspondence to husband's counsel advising that wife declined the partial offer of settlement and that she expected full compliance by the husband, which would include husband's relocation from the marital residence by Friday, March 22nd. So Porsha is sticking to her guns. In the prenup, he agreed to move out with 30 days, and she is playing no games. She's got Cordell's lawyers from when he divorced her. And she's serious, like she's given no exceptions. You said you're going to move out the 22nd, move out the 22nd. And so as we go through these court documents, you're going to realize the reason that she is being so strict about following the prenup and him specifically moving out by the date specified in the prenup. The reason he has to move out within 30 days. Now, Simon did file a motion in this case. I mean, he requested a restraining order, like he requested so many things. And so I want to get into Porsha's response to his motion, because this is where we realize that Porsha feels like Simon is not moving out and has moved his kids in, because Porsha has a birthday party for her daughter, PJ, scheduled at the home, and he's intentionally trying to ruin her daughter's birthday party. That's according to the court documents. That's not me speaking on my opinion. This is according to the court documents. Porsha put in the court documents that Simon, let me say it again, Simon was trying to ruin PJ's birthday party. Her 5th birthday was scheduled at the home, at the marital home. Simon changed the locks and would not let Porsha access the home to conduct PJ's 5th birthday party. So you guys, I'm going to stick with the facts. Y'all can leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel about that. But I feel like that's the most petty thing you can do. In a divorce, the most petty thing you can do is hurt the kids. I feel like as a parent, when you're trying to divorce someone, like you're trying to protect your kids. Even when you get married, like it's to protect your kids. And Porsha even says that in these divorce documents. She says that Simon was supposed to protect her and PJ. And he is doing the opposite. She's saying that he hurt her and PJ because he locked her out so that she could not have PJ's birthday party. This is the response from Porsha, and it's a petitioner's response to Simon's motion for temporary relief, possession of marital residence, because Simon filed for possession of the marital residence. He filed for a restraining order against Porsha, and he filed to find Porsha in contempt of court. And so Porsha says, comes now Porsha Diane Williams, petitioner in the above styled case. First offense, wife reiterates and incorporates herein her previously filed request for immediate and emergency relief. That's what I was showing you guys just now. That was filed on March 22nd, 2024, and reiterates to the court that the prenuptial agreement drafted by husband's lawyer and executed by the parties required husband to vacate the residence by March 22nd, 2024. Thereby rendering husband's motion mute. His request to stay in the residence, she's saying, is mute because they have a prenuptial agreement and he agreed to move out. Wife further shows husband's children were not initially at the residence. Y'all know Simon has several children. I'm not sure how many. I want to say like 4 or 5, but he has several children. They were not initially at the residence, but according to the court documents, they recently returned to the residence. and husband shares custody of the minor children with their respective mothers, but is currently going on an extended trip to Dubai and is not caring for the children. So he had the children come to the marital home, but he is in Dubai. He is in Dubai. He's not caring for the kids. And it says, in his absence, wife, Porsha, as the stepmother, is willing to continue to care for the children as she has in the past, or for them to return to the custody of their mothers. So basically, she wants Simon to move. If the kids want to be there, they can be there and she will be their stepmother. But the issue is with Simon, because Simon agreed to move according to their prenuptial agreement. And so she says in response, wife denies the allegations in paragraph 8 of husband's motion to the extent that wife has returned to the marital residence on 3 occasions. March 7th to retrieve her daughter's swim items. March 21st to confirm her ability to access the property, and March 24th to secure her personal belongings. Now, when she says secure her personal belongings, it's because, and she explains in other documents, Simon has other women in the home. So she don't want them wearing her Chanel slides. Just like when I covered the divorce between Dr. Dre and his ex-wife, and they said that April was in there wearing the wife's clothes. She was wearing her Chanel slides. Porsha is trying to avoid that. She doesn't want these women that Simon is bringing around. She doesn't want them wearing her Chanel slides. So in section 9, Porsha says home surveillance footage shows that there's no hostile interaction between wife's security and husband, nor was there a need for peace to be maintained, and even shows husband having a casual conversation with wife's personal security on March 7, 2024, when wife returned to the residence on March 21st to confirm her ability to access the residence and prepare the residence for her minor child's birthday party the following day, which would be March 22nd, she learned that husband had changed the locks and blocked her access to the residence. It appears that husband did so intentionally to ruin the plans that wife made for her daughter's birthday party, and clearly in retaliation for wife denying husband's request to modify the terms of the prenuptial agreement. And again, you guys, the modification was from him moving out March 22nd to March 31st. That's the modification he requested. Porsha denied it. And so Porsha is saying he changed the locks to keep her from having PJ's birthday party there on March 22nd. So he's taken out his anger against Porsha on her daughter, PJ. And I don't know if it gets worse. I don't know if it gets worse than someone taking out their anger for one person on their child. I don't know if it gets worse than that. Y'all leave a comment. I want y'all to say everything I didn't say in this video, because y'all know I be trying to keep it cute. I be trying to keep it above board, but everything I didn't say, I want y'all to say in the comments, because this is a mess. This is a mess. This is the worst. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching.